What's that?
Okay.
I know your name, but it's okay. Okay, so this is the seat that, if you don't mind being on video, you sit there, right? You love being on video.
Yes.
Sit there.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Pratyan.
Still.
Still. Or the name of this body is Pratyan. I'm very happy I can be here again with you.
Have you been happy in between, all the way?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes sometimes I was very happy, and sometimes it was the pure hell.
Yeah.
When I go into the mind, and this mind can construct pictures and stories, very crazy and painful sometimes.
Anybody else can do that? Yeah?
Yes. And when I'm identified with this,
You what?
when I'm in
When you're caught up in that?
Identified.
and when I'm identified
Yes.
with these
Yes.
stories,
Yes.
sometimes it's very quick, goes in.
Yes.
And when I'm identified with these stories,
Yes.
sometimes it's really pure hell.
Yes.
And I'm not worthy,
You're not worthy. Yeah.
all this stuff.
Yes.
And then I try to find a way out.
This is the problem.
Yes.
You try to find a way out, right?
Yes, and it's not possible.
No, because it's coming to be met, actually. You know? Because before it becomes like a mental thing, it's happening in the body, right? I mean, it's the same, the body, mind, it's connected, yet once you're aware of it, it's coming to be met in the body, right? Which it never has been. But your tendency is always to jump out and start projecting it and start to look for a way out, but you don't meet it.
Yes.
So 5 minutes later it's triggered again, and it's triggered again. It's not met. So that then the recognition of what you have, of free awareness, when you go between this recognition of awareness, which is free, and then you go back to identification, right? So this awareness, which is free, is not embodied.
No.
No, it's not embodied because you don't come into the body and relax into meeting, really feeling what is being triggered in the system. You jump out and try to fix it mentally.
Yes, it's like a virtual
Yes.
reality. I go in there.
Yes.
And
You energize
I'm
there.
not here.
You're not here. That's
Yes.
why the recognition is not embodied. So the body is still wired up with Pragyan's conditioning, right? And the recognition is separate. It's not really separate, but experienced separate, as two different experiences.
Yeah.
Right? What's being called for is the embodiment of that recognition. So the awareness of what is free right in the pain. So it's embodied, so the recognition is coming into the body. And this can only happen in the walking of experiencing that all that you don't want.
Yes, sometimes it's a great fear to come really in this body.
Yes, and what I'm saying is that great fear, how does it feel like in your body?
It's like I'm lost. Or
Yeah, but these are still, how does it feel like in the body? Come right now into the body, right? Just start to feel the energy in your body. Embodiment, being present in the body.
a feeling of a sit down inside.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of energizing this.
This is very strong, this it's not a mind. Sometimes it's no thought there, but also it's like an energy field here. Sometimes I can feel energy more here, and I'm more in the body.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's like it's not a cloud, it's a presence, but it's feels like centered in the head.
Yeah, and anybody else experience this? Are you present with pragya, or are you dreaming? Evelyn?
I'm focusing on the awareness, not on the story.
Right, yeah. But like the thing that he's describing, everybody knows it, isn't it? Right? Everybody knows it. So it's a whole new way which takes, at first it takes a training. It's like you've got to train yourself not to get lost in that, like bring your energy back and come into the direct experience of what is here now. Instead of energizing all the reasons because and trying to fix and not want, all of that is all of the learned behavior, right?
Yes.
But what's actually happening in the body, your direct experience, your arse on the chair.
I can feel it when I'm talking to you. I can feel also the body. I feel my ass, I feel my fingers, I feel my feet, all together.
Yes, good.
Here.
Welcome home.
But sometimes it's a little bit strange, and I feel like an alien, and I don't know how other people experience.
But this is one thing that you will find out in here,
Yes.
right? Because you know, whoever's sitting in the chair, or whoever I'm conversing with, what I ask from you is that you are totally present with them, with the exchange that's happening, right? And then, in that way, you are, because you know whatever's happening in any human being, you know it in yourself. You know it all. It's not like you know it all. Right? And so your recognition is just seeing and seeing and seeing and seeing. So whoever is exchanging, whoever I'm exchanging with, and the work is happening, it's all you. It's all another aspect of you. There's nothing in the human experience that is not an aspect of you. You know it all. Yeah? So when you get to really, really see this, like the wow of the truth of that, it frees you from this whole personal business, from taking it all personal, you know. And then the feeling of, oh, I'm so bad and I'm not, and all of this, it drops away because you can see that this is a collective, this is an aspect of humanness. Yeah?
Mm.
Yeah?
It's a very old habit to search for this way out when I'm in the mind.
Yes.
But I know it's not possible. To search the way out is also the mind, and it's no way out.
Right. So what are you going to do now you
Yes.
know it's not possible? What will you do?
I can just be here. And
Are you willing to be here in everything? In everything you don't want?
no. They are.
That's the
some-
difference between pain and suffering. Pain is pain. We're all going to experience pain. Suffering is something else.
Suffering is when you.
When you're energizing and trying not to have the experience you're having.
Mm.
And you try to deny the experience you're having and mentalize it.
Yeah.
You suffer
Yeah.
because it doesn't change, it doesn't go away.
Mhm.
Right? It only can change and transform when you really meet it.
Here in this space, it's very easy.
You started out last year with this same question. Yeah, same. It's like being in a isn't it? Do you remember? It was the same question. We started out last year. You sat down, I've got it on video. You said, when I'm in this space, it's all so easy. But when I go out there, and my answer to you, because it's the same thing, it's the same. My answer to you is, where are you now? It was a different answer, but it's the same.
Yes.
Where are you now? If you are here, really be here. If you can really be here, and really be here, and really be here, and really be here, and really be here all your life. Really be here. When you know, in the midst of any contraction, you will always find what is free. You will always find it because it's always here. It's not somewhere else. When you're present in it, right? So when you know what is free, is it free enough to have the experience it's having? Because I've seen you a few years now, you go in the expansion, right? And then when you go back into the thing and the life becomes boring and the contraction comes, and all these things that are coming for the cleaning actually, right? It's not met in the body.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what's on the table now.
I'm not willing really to be here in every.
Well, you only have to be here in this moment, because that's all there ever will be.
Yes, it's always the mind goes.
It's always mental.
Then
Yes,
it's just
mental.
just mind.
It's always this, isn't it? It's always this moment. Has it ever been something else? Can it ever be? Will you ever be anywhere else than here? But all the time, projecting the next.
Yesterday it was not so, and tomorrow maybe it's like. Yes.
Yeah, but you can still have that going on, and you can be here in the body. Together. You can still think of and talk of yesterday, last week, next week, but be here.
And when you say just be here,
Yeah.
then I can feel in the body a little bit panic comes up.
So,
Because when I'm really here,
yeah.
I have no control, I know nothing. Yes, and just, it's like a little monster named panic comes up. Then, yes.
So can you just experience panic, just right now? Can you just experience what you've labelled panic? How does it feel in the body? Just in this moment, if you can all just feel in your body what you feel right now, in your body. It's just very subtle. I don't know if you're feeling it. Do you feel it? In your body. Do you feel it? It's very subtle. What are you feeling in your body?
It's like body always want to jump up and go away. It's like it's dangerous here, go.
Yeah, you are. There is so much fear to come here because when you really, really come here, the childhood wound is going to present itself. It's about time to welcome this child home, you know. How is it right now? Right now.
It's just a feeling. However I am, it's not right. I can try this, I can try this, I can try this, and it's no way to be right.
Right, right.
And
Is that the
life,
child? Yeah.
Yes.
Is that how the child felt? Like whatever I do, it's not right. Yeah? Is that how the child felt? So this is like a wave of sensation, right? It's a wave of a kind of a, I don't know how it is in your body, but a kind of a hit in the heart, right?
So, not yet, it's like, it makes me...
Yeah, but can you just like, look, as if it's like a wave moving through the body of an experience, can you just be totally here and experience the wave that's moving through? Come to with a curiosity, you know. Okay, what does this really feel like to experience this?
Strange sensation. One thing is, something may press me. And
Contraction.
contraction,
Yeah,
yes.
but this is okay.
And inside,
Yeah.
it's like other force want to be
Yes,
expanded.
but what you're doing, you are mentalizing it. Just come there. Just experience it. Just stay in it without a movement to go to. Just stay there and experience. Be the space. I mean, it's like be in your direct experience. That's all. If you're really, really there in it, it doesn't. Yeah.
It's like really to have the full impact to it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
maybe that's should will be very bad.
Say?
I mean, I'm feeling very close to huh? You said another name.
Sometimes Hans and sometimes Pragyan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel very close because it's something it happens many times now. That you are afraid of the impact of,
Yes.
yeah, but then at some point you have to jump, just take it.
And what happens when you stay there for it? You just stay there without.
Actually it goes. Then
Exactly, exactly. It all relaxes because finally you are here for it. It's like what you've never been here for. So you spend a whole life covering it with this, that, whatever, sex, drugs, alcohol, covering it, running, going, trying to fix it, therapize it, change it, all these things, than just being right there for it, like you never ever, anybody was ever here for you in such a way, totally here for you. You totally here for the sensation, totally. What's happened now? It's gone, you can't find it even. This is how the recognition of I am the awareness which is always free gets embodied. This is how the nervous system starts changing. Right? It's not that this human experience will go away, but the experience of it changes. Totally changes, because you're not always like carrying it, trying to do something about it, trying to fix it in some way, get rid of it, therapize it, change it, cover it, run from it, mentalize it. You just are in like a child. A child doesn't do any of those things. A child just is emotional in it, right?
Mm.
A child is just experiencing, right? Until the child starts repressing and trying not to feel. And these are the layers which are built, which you're experiencing. Those layers are like habits of behavior which are learned, right? So in your very, very presence, when you recognize that you are this, do you recognize?
My experience is I don't know who I am.
Yes, okay. So don't worry about it. Let's got that clear.
Here, just our experiences. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we got that clear. So don't worry, because in this day, we are going to go through that. Okay? So I think that what you're sharing is like it's touch for everybody, because it's the human thing, right? But like I said when I first started to open my mouth, was that it's only when you got this clear recognition that the willingness is here. Before that, there is not a willingness. Right? And I know that I've been through it with you enough times that you taste it, you experience it, you directly, yeah? So it's not about me working to bring you into that experience right now. I know that you had the experience over and over. So just be here with what is.
It's it's like to learn live, to learn
to walk, to learn to walk again,
with all this. It's always the same, but it's the experience is other of the same.
There's a deconditioning of the the separate identity, and there's awakening of a true way to walk in what you are, right? Okay?
Yes.
Right, and we're going to go through that, right? So I like to leave it at that. I like for you to stay in it as it is right now, and we move on, because I like to use this session to meet the new faces, right? Yeah? You can stay there in that seat if you want.